want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Achakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right, so I'm gonna just get straight to the point. This lesson is on communication, especially the middle class tier. I don't know what I'm gonna name this lesson, but it's definitely gonna be on communication. And what I mean by the middle class tier, so you have your respective camp. You have about what? Let's just say, well, let me just use the Atlanta camp. 20 some odd brothers, okay? All right, not getting too specific with things, but 20 some odd brothers. You're going to have tiers within that community, okay? Matter of fact, let's get the word community. All right, a community. It says a number of people associated together by the fact of residence in the same locality. All right, let's keep going. All right, common, public, general, shared by all or many. All right, so it says a community, society of fellowship, friendly intercourse, courtesy, condescension, if I'm saying that correctly, affability. Kind of reminds me of the word, what word am I looking for? Let me see. Affinity. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Matter of fact. Yeah. That's what it is in First Kings. Let me see something. Yeah, okay. Affinity. All right. It kind of reminds me of that word because affinity is another indication of something being brought together. So we are a community. All right. We commune with one another. All right. So intercourse, friendly intercourse. All right. So we're intertwined or interlocked with one another. All right. And this is all, I'm going to bring this all back to the point of the matter. Now, to dealing with a community and what I said earlier to the middle class. All right, so you got your just like in any society, you have a high class, middle class, and a lower class. Just is what it is. I don't give a damn how you feel about it. I don't feel no way about it. It's just where you're put. And I'm not trying to say this in a sense of any type of overly confident or being cocky or anything of that nature. I know where I'm positioned. Specifically in the Atlanta camp, I would be directly in the middle class. I'm middle class. All right. I'm a middle class individual. All right. And then you got individuals who are under me, which would be a lower class. I'm just saying this as an example. Don't get butthurt. All right. I'm being real. And if you're getting butthurt, I honestly don't care. I'm just being real with you. All right. And you got your lower class, and then you got your high class, which would be your leaders and elders of the camp. Simple. Camp heads 1, 2, 3, and then you got your captains and so on and so forth. And then you got your officers, and then you got your younger disciples. Simple. That's the community. It's just an order. Simple. Just like in a simple society, you have high class, middle class, lower class. That's just what it is. That's where you fall. For me, I'm middle class. All right. So when you look at any society, the middle class is technically the backbone. All right. Which keeps things going. As you see in America, they're getting away with the middle class. They're doing away with the middle class, which is ultimately hurting economy. Okay. Because getting rid of the middle class is like getting rid of your fucking spine, or getting rid of your abdomen, your core. All right, which supports a lot of functions. If you do work out, a lot of movements derive from having a strong core. You want to do some hang cleans or power cleans, you better have a decent core. Pull-ups, you need a good core. Squats, you need a good core because it stabilizes everything. It's stability. All right? You take out the middle class, you lose stability. Now, with that being said, middle and lower class is who I'm speaking to in this particular video. All right? Your communication needs to be on point. A lackluster bullshit communication is for the birds. And now this is where I'm gonna be real. This is where I get blunt. I'm an Indian. Apostle Akari, every time he's down here, he's like, "We fucking Indians." No, I'm an Indian. Indians gonna tell it to you straight. Indians gonna stick their neck out. I'm sticking my neck out in this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. I'm gonna stick my neck out in this video, and I'm gonna be very blunt and very frank. So there is no gray area. Matter of fact, Matthew 5:37, because I had it on cue. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. So like I said, I'm being real frank and real blunt so you can get it. All right. For middle class, lower tier, your communication should be on point. That lackluster bullshit communication, oh, I just saw this text. Fuck out of here. I'm just being real with you. Whenever you have top tier, okay, requesting something, whether it be first, second, third, fourth in command, or any captains that are in the camp, and they're requesting something, middle class, lower class should be on point with getting back to them. And if they're specifically targeting a specific class in that community, you should be jumping on it. Okay? You shouldn't. So if they're targeting communication, expecting communication from lower class, it's not as expected for middle class to speak on the behalf of a lower class. Because some bros be on that bullshit. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it I'm going to keep it a bean. All right? Someone will say something, and then, oh, I just saw this, and you talking about getting back to me next day type shit. That's not how things operate in the spirit. When the spirit calls, you answer. If you don't answer, it moves on and you get left behind. Straight up. All right? So if you got lackluster communication, guess what else you have? Lackluster performance. So going into the word performance, it says accomplishment or completion. Usually an individual who sucks with communication can't get shit accomplished. Meaning they're not dependable. So therefore, sometimes you have elders or heads of camps or whatnot that know there are 3, 4, 5 men who are going to respond, who are going to always pull up, who are always going to be there to give a helping hand, this, that, and the third. I know if I call him, he'll answer, or if I call him, he may miss the call. He'll either shoot me a text 10 minutes later, so I'm at work or something, I'll give you a call back later, or he'll hit me back in about 10 minutes. And then you got the individuals where you might try, but you already know they be on the bullshit with communication. Oh, hey brother, can you do this, that, and the third? Or hey brother, can you send me an address? Or I'm just naming random things, right? Or shit, I need a fucking ride. Okay? Something. You may hit the brother up. He won't get back to you for another 3, 4 hours or next fucking day. And then it takes a rebuke. It takes a rebuke for them to get their shit straight. Now, hear me out, caveat. I understand brothers have certain jobs and occupations that may tend to have them have bad communication, or they have certain things going on within their livelihood that may hinder communication. I'm taking all of this into consideration. The scriptures tell us to be considerate of one another. Matter of fact, I'll get that real quick. So I just want to clear this up, because You know, if you're getting offended or butthurt, me, honestly, I don't too much care, you know. So I just want to let you know that I am taking consideration to what bros may have going on in their life. All right. So it says Philippians 2 and 4, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. That's called consideration. So I am considering, like prime example, I know a few bros who do truck driving. Truck driving requires a lot of attention, and a lot of attention that needs to be diverted away from your phone. Completely understand. Completely understandable. All right? And us bros take that into consideration. All right? No worries. But let me talk to the ones who are working a 9 to 5 or gig work. Like I'm working 9 to 5, and I've done gig work before. And what I mean by gig work is like Uber Eats, ride shares, DoorDash, Instacart, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Those are gig work is jobs that you can control your own schedule with. All right. Or I work at a little 9 to 5 where I sit my black ass at a desk and I'm on a computer all fucking day. Okay. For someone like myself to have bullshit communication, that's bullshit. Because you got time, you can look away from that computer and look at your group chats, or if a brother hits you up and get back to him at an adequate moment. If you're working gig work in Ubering or something like that, you got time because you set your own schedule. All right, you can go offline or online anytime you want. So if a brother hits you up, you may be in the middle of a ride share. Once you get done with that, guess what you can do? You can clock out of it or press offline. All right, hit a brother back, and then get your ass back online. Stop acting like you just the busiest motherfucker in the world. I'm being blunt. Excuse my language. Sometimes I get heated a little bit when I think of it because you have a lot of time in the day to do a lot of things, and some individuals be acting like their job just consumes all their time, and that's bullshit. Okay? So this is Hebrews chapter 13 and 16. It says, but to do good and to communicate, forget not. For with such sacrifices, the Most High is well pleased. So if you're communicating good, guess what else you're doing good? You're performing very well. You're accomplishing task. Because orders are coming through communication from the top tier in your community for you to accomplish. And once you take those orders and you accomplish it, that looks good on your resume in the spirit. But if you're a lackluster, procrastinating bullshit artist when it comes to communication, you are not accomplishing anything. And if it takes a stern warning or something or a strong stern admonition for you to get your shit in order, that's an issue. Okay? Here's this word completion since we're there. Completion, the act of bringing to a desired end. Whenever an order is put out from the top tier, your heads of your camp, they expect that order to come to a desired end by someone communicating with them that, hey, I will take care of this. I will get it fully developed and working in the motion. Okay? Us as being middle class and lower tier in our community, you should be available. Because usually middle class and lower tier are young men full of energy between their 20s and their 30s, full of energy. Usually don't got no rib or kids, bachelor, maybe living with one another or have their own spot. Grow the hot fuck up and communicate. Having lackluster communication is a sign of immaturity as well. Grow up. Paul said it, man. I got rid of childish things. Grow the fuck up, man. Just say something. Calm. Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. Just say something. Or if you may be a little busy, oh, I see your message. Let me get back to you when I can. And I'll let you know. Let me figure it out. Show some effort. Fake it. I don't give a damn, but just say something. Because an elder or a bishop or a captain will put something in a group chat or something, and it'll just be read, and nobody says anything. We just watching. I see it sometimes. And I see why top tier of just GMS in whole be on a certain type of movement. Meaning they're gonna go to the ones who they know. And the ones who they know not, they just gonna be like, all right, con. You're just there for the ride, ain't you? Say something. Open your mouth. So I got a quick little, I don't know if it's a testimony or whatever, an example. And I'm not going to name any names, but I warned you in the beginning of this lesson that I was going to be frank and blunt. There was a moment that I had or whatever with a bro, and I was so happened to be speaking with a lower tier bro. All right. And I asked, hey, I need the address. I needed the address to get to where I needed to be for the Passover. For the Passover, I needed the address. Didn't respond back. Nothing. So I hit up another brother who I would know would respond to me. Lo and behold, that brother responded to me in a quick manner, and I could get to where I needed to get. Mind you, the brother who I mentioned, who I hit up first, we was going to the same spot, so I was gonna see him. I didn't say nothing to him, you know, but we both got there, finished the service. Next day comes rolling around. Oh, sorry, I'm just now seeing this. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. I'm just being real straight up. And any elder who's watching this, I'm about to say something. And any elder who's watching this, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But if someone communicates something with me, okay, asking me to do something, all right, I've always made it a point to respond back. I can remember one instant where I fucked up. One instant where I fucked up. I got rebuked. I got told about myself. And I haven't gone backwards since. No matter, I'm gonna be real. It was I remember Deacon Barzal fired my ass up. He'll know what the instant was, but he fired my ass up because my communication was trash. Ever since then, respond, say something, a little thumbs up, something, I don't care. But I've never got hidden up by some elder or something and then responded the next day type shit. I don't do that. You just respond. It's just a simple text or a call. Okay? I'm young. I'm only 33. Okay? I got energy. I'm an Indian. Gad. I don't got no excuse. Neither do you lower tier disciples or you officers in the middle class. You ain't got no excuse. Us, we should be the ones who are communicating the most. Answering shit. Real talk. I know I'm rambling like a little rant or event, but I'm just being real. Lackluster communication, you can skate. Because it's really some bull. Respond the next day type shit. It's really disrespectful. Really it is. It's really disrespectful. Talking about, oh, I was busy. You ain't that fucking busy, bro. And if your butt hurt with this message that I'm giving to you, I don't care. Real talk, if you butt hurt, fuck you then. If you butt hurt. And I'm, like I said, I'm sticking my neck out there. So if I get rebuked or something for this, hey, shoot. It had to happen, but the message had to get out. Communicate. Complete things. Perform well. One more time. Hebrews chapter 13 and 16. But to do good and communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifices the Most High is well pleased. Let's keep going. Verse 17. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch over your souls. So the least you could do is respond. Okay? As they that must give account, right? So if you're not communicating, what account can they give that they may do it with joy? Right. So if you're not communicating the orders, and then damn, no one said anything, now they have to do it themselves when they got a whole bunch on their plate, like the one or two of your camp may be regional leaders and they have to oversee 10 other camps, but you can't, they need one little simple thing done, but you can't respond, so now they have to do it. Just something extra on their plate. You think they can do their job with joy because you're an underachiever and you're an underperformer? It says, and not with grief. It says, for this is unprofitable for you because you don't want to communicate. So now, how is it unprofitable to you? Because you are a low performer and you don't want to communicate. Now your heads have to do what middle class or lower class should be doing. Now they are not available when you need them. And now you looking like, man, they always busy. Well, why don't you take something off their plate by opening up your mouth? Especially when they call for something that's needed. Simple, all right? Sorry for being long-winded. Sorry for going on a little rant. But it's just real because it's happened to me. And I've seen it done to others in the top tier, myself, firsthand. And it's quite frankly a little annoying and childish. Just being real. I'm just being real. So if you are one of these individuals, cut the shit. Cut the shit. Just being real with you. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop it. Slap on the wrist. Stop it. Okay? Simple. All right? For you officers who are in each camp, I don't know what your titles are, but you know what tier you're in. For you officers and for you younger disciples, you young men, get it together, understand your role, and you better be on point with communication. That's all I have to say. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Till the next time, I want to say shalom, and like always, repent, for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believed. All right, shalom.